It is a tough life, but I get by. Hello, welcome back again. Today, obviously, it's the Cerulean gym, and I'm going to follow the caretaker's advice and drain all their water with grass-type Pokémon. What a harrowing thought that is. If anyone out there is good at drawing, feel free to draw a little picture of a shriveled-up horsey with everything drained away by the grass. That would be fun. But anyway, this is why catching Mandrake was a big plus, because well, water type attacks do that much to it, and Absorb, which has a power of 20, well, effective power of 30 with stab, does that, which is pretty damn awesome. And that's what happens when it's super effective. And yeah, I mean, Aussie1181, my colleague, mentioned in the comments on one of the other videos that Mandrake was was the weed Pokemon, and now he mentions it, that back sprite is a little suspect, isn't it? You gotta wonder what the designers were thinking of, or indeed smoking when they designed that. What is that position that guy is in? It's like an invisible mugging or something. I don't know what was beginning with L. Invisible lugging? I don't know. It's like, no, he's carrying an invisible barrel behind his back. That's what it is. Of course. Okay. Anyway, another battle. Picnic of Diana. Goldeen. Yep. This one was a little bit more tricky, if I recall correctly. IIRC. As they say on the forums. Yeah. See, same level, I suppose. Better stats than Horsey, maybe? Because Horsey's the first of a 3-stage evolution. Goldeen's only got a 2-stage evolution, so maybe the little stage dude is better. I don't know. I don't know what their base stats are. And then he uses Water Sport, which is a bit foolish, really. I'm not sure, I wasn't really paying attention, but I think a critical... What did he use? Horn Attack? I can't remember. Might have knocked me out. No, Water Spout. Yeah, let's do that. He thinks. She thinks. Idiots. Level 20. Stats are pretty good for a first evolution, I have to admit. And anyway, after this battle, because I'm a cheapskate, I went and healed instead of using a potion. And also the PP as well. Here we go, and I missed out the little encounter music again then by accident. You just got blip. And this is Game Freak's contribution to the sexualization of minors. Thanks for that, Game Freak. Obviously, Staryu's pretty fast, faster than a weed. But it decided to use Harden, even though, you know, grass moves are special. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, it gave me a decisive advantage in Water Pulse. I was a bit lucky here, it might have confused me. Luckily it didn't. It was a critical hit, that was annoying. But yeah, I could absorb some back, thankfully. And this is now where it got a little bit more tricky. I hadn't checked what Pokemon she had beforehand. I didn't think there was much point, because I was just going to walk it with Mandrake, really. I had a little think here about whether to use a powder or a spore, and in the end I just thought all out attack might be better. Maybe if I'd have tried using poison powder or stun spore, it would have, well, or steep powder. I think poison powder would have been the better one, because look how much that did, and that's super effective. That's insane, isn't it? That's what people don't realise about Starmie. People always think, oh, speed and special attack, but if you look at its stats, the base stats, I mean, the defences are pretty high as well. It's a very, very good Pokemon. I think it's over 500 for its base stat total. So, yeah, as you can see, it's taking big chunks out of me with Swift, and I'm taking small chunks out of it with Absorb. You've got to bear in mind it's a level above me as well. That can't help. But it's a very cool Pokemon, is Starmie. I'm hoping that I'll be able to encounter a Staryu at some point, the first in the route. I can't remember where you catch him. I think Seafoam Islands? Yeah. No, that's not going to happen, is it? Because I'll be in the cave, I'll be walking. Oh well. What can you do? And I was thinking long and hard here about whether to switch out, whether to keep going, whether to use a potion, and I was kind of anticipating this super potion, hence why I attacked again, rather than healing in the end. Certainly probably one of the longest, hardest individual battles I've had so far, if not the most interesting. There we go. Get the potion going. Getting down to the wire now. There we go. And I think you can probably guess now I'm home dry. I don't want to ruin the suspense, but you know, Starman doesn't get a critical hit, I'm fine. Yeah. I would have built up to it if it had. Trust me. I like my drama. So yeah, there we go. That's Misty out of the way. Ping, do. And I'm sure we all know what happens next. And if you don't, I'll give you a clue. And the clue is Mandrake evolves. Yeah, so now Mandrake's quite impressive special attack and defense and special defense are even higher. So that's good. Bon tempi. Bon il tiempo. And then I get Water Pulse, which is quite good. Don't really want to cheat it to anyone at the moment. I thought she might say something else, but she didn't, so I spoke to her again. And there we go. I'll just swap Rattata to the front and go and take care of something up in the northeast of the city and stop talking like this. And this policeman, I think he's a bit dense. He's like, oh, what shall I do? Oh, he can't cope with the rockets. He stood in the back garden, for fuck's sake. My god, come back here. There we go. Oh, dig their way into... Oh, dear, oh dear. Give me strength. Look at the footprints. What kind of person makes footprints like that? Anyway, here he is. I don't know how this is a yard, as they say, because it opens up onto the routes south of Cerulean City. So I mean, it's one hell of a garden. Does that mean the daycare centre's in their back garden? Oh, I think it must do. Yeah, dodgy type matchup here. I took a chance with Hyperfang. I was quite lucky he didn't use some kind of fighting move like Karate Chop. I don't know what he has at that level, to be honest, but yeah, lucky he used a useless move, and I went for it again, hoping that it didn't miss, and thankfully it didn't. Good old 90%. Diddle-a-doo, level 20. We learn the level 20. And then he gets to learn Focus Energy, but I'm not having any of that, thank you very much. Useless move, useless. Excuse me, I'm yawning again. It must be this drowsy. That's topical, isn't it? Very good. Yeah, no match for Hyperfang. Not as bulky as Machop, I don't think. Hopefully I'll run into one of them down by that Diglett's cave area. Quite like Drowsy, but look at this! Yeah, now he's fat, and his hair has changed colour for no apparent reason, and he tries to learn Scary Face, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll see what Scary Face is. I didn't know what it did really, and I wasn't having any of that. I had guessed it was that, but I thought I'd check just in case. I don't want to miss out on the awesome might that is Scary Face. And so anyway, I teach this to Lazarus. I think if you go and talk to the man, he says, oh, thanks for being honest, you can keep it, but I didn't bother with that. I was like, screw you, man. You ain't the boss of me, man. Because that's his name. You know? Yeah, so anyway. But he didn't need it anyway, so I don't know what the fuss was all about. And I love how Team Rocket had the chance to rob a house. Oh yeah, I spoke to him, I thought he might say something. I thought the girl might say something different as well, but they didn't. Yeah, they have a chance to rob a house, and all they nick is a TM. Pretty stupid. But anyway, that's that. I'll end with this.